If you like our video, click the button to subscribe to our channel and get easy access to new content. To see our full suite of ad-free video courses, instruction manuals, and quick reference guides, visit us at www.teachucomp.com. The Patch tool in Photoshop lets you remove selected objects from a raster layer and replace them with adjacent pixel content you select. This tool works in much the same way as the Content Aware Move tool, and it even has a Content Aware Patch mode available. You can also use the Patch tool to clone raster content in a layer as well. To use the Patch tool in Photoshop, click the Patch tool button in the Tools panel. This tool shares the same button as the Spot Healing Brush tool, the Remove tool, the Healing Brush tool, the Content Aware Move tool, and the Red Eye tool, and the button shows the icon of the tool last selected. So if needed, click and hold down on this button in the Tools panel, and then select Patch Tool from the side menu that appears to select it. Optionally, to show a drop-down menu of saved tool presets from which you can choose, if you created any for the selected tool. Click the Click to open the Tool Preset Picker button at the left end of the Options bar control panel and select a saved preset choice. To choose the type of selection to make with the Patch tool if needed, click either the New Selection, Add to Selection, Subtract from Selection, or Intersect with Selection button in the Options bar control panel. Note that you can use this tool with an existing selection if desired. To select the tool's patch mode, choose either Normal or Content Aware from the patch dropdown in the Options bar control panel. Note that this choice changes the following options in the Options bar control panel. If you select the Normal Patch Mode choice, then click either the Source or Destination button to choose whether to patch the source selection from the destination or to patch the destination with the source pixel selected, respectively. This determines which pixels appear in which location when you click and drag to move a pixel selection using the Patch tool. To use transparency when blending the patch, check the Transparent checkbox. Alternatively, to patch the pixel selection with the pattern, click the Click to Open Pattern Picker drop-down button in the Options bar control panel. Then double-click the pattern to select within the patterns and pattern groups in the panel that appears. To patch the selected pattern into the pixel selection, then click the Use Pattern button in the Options bar control panel. To set the degree of diffusion for the patching, enter a value from 1 to 7 into the diffusion field or click its drop down arrow and then use the slider that appears to set a value. Alternatively, if you select the Content Aware Patch Mode choice, to then adjust how strictly to preserve the source structure, enter a value from 1 to 7 into the Structure field in the Options bar control panel, or click the field's drop-down and use the slider that appears to set a value. A higher value preserves more structure in the selection. To adjust how much of the source color Photoshop can change, enter a value from 0 to 10 into the Color field in the Options bar control panel, or click the field's drop-down and use the slider that appears to set a value. A value of 0 disables color blending. To sample from all layers if needed, check the Sample All Layers checkbox in the Options bar control panel. If unchecked, the effects are applied only to the raster layer selected in the Layers panel. To then make a selection using the Patch tool if needed, click and drag with the tool around the content to remove or clone within the selected raster layer, depending on your settings in the Options bar control panel. After making the desired selection, then hover the tool's pointer over the selected content to remove or clone. Then click and drag the selected pixel content. If either the normal patch mode and the source button are selected in the options bar control panel, or the content aware patch mode is selected, then you release the selection over the pixels you want to patch and blend into the original selection location. Alternatively, if the normal patch mode and the destination button are selected in the options bar control panel, then release the original selection pixels over the area into which to clone those pixels. Remember to click the subscribe button to see more of our videos. See our full suite of courses, instruction manuals, and quick reference guides at www.teachucomp.com.